Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to tell you why I chose to become a registered nurse over becoming a physician, a dentist, or pharmacist, etc. So let's get started. Alright, so before I begin, I really want you guys to subscribe down below. I'll upload a video every week, every Sunday, related to nursing, and I'll definitely have some new fitness and nutritional content coming up in the next few weeks. Why did I become a registered nurse? Firstly, nursing is very hands-on, guys. I get to do so much for the patient. I interact with the patient. I educate the patient. I provide treatment and therapy for the patient. I'm right there as a bedside nurse. I'm right there providing care for the patient. And that to me is the most rewarding thing. You know, before I knew so much about the healthcare system, I thought the physician would be the one providing all the treatments. No, it's wrong. The physician provides the orders. And in some cases, in some departments, they do provide treatments and like surgeries and whatever. But for the most part, the nurses are there providing the treatments for the patients. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the person hands-on providing treatment for the patient. And that's why I chose to become a registered nurse. The next reason why I chose to become a registered nurse is because you don't do school forever. You know, physicians, dentists, they go to school for upwards of 5 to 10 years. And that's just way too much, guys. I don't want to be in school forever. And if I do, I don't want to accumulate all this debt as well. It seems way too ridiculous. I want to finish my degree and go to work and experience a work life, not go to school for 10 years of my life, and not only that, be in so much debt that I have to, once I graduate, that I have to work so hard to pay off. It just doesn't seem that rewarding to me. And also, if I ever wanted to further my education, I could easily take 2 years, do like distance education courses, or specialize in a certain field in nursing, or do, for example, nurse practitioning, where I become a provider. But again, that's up to me, and there's a lot of flexibility with that. Like, you can do online nurse practitioner programs, and that provides you with so much flexibility, which moves on to my third point. Is the flexibility of the nursing career is so much greater than a physician or a dentist or a pharmacist. You know, I could switch fields. I can go from maternity to the ER to ICU to nephrology to pediatrics. It's all available for me to go into, and there's like basically no barriers other than maybe like a few specialization courses. To me, that's so important. What if I get bored working in the ER, for instance? After like 10 years of working in the ER, I get bored. I can easily switch and go to pediatrics or work in ICU, for instance, or just change and go into nurse practitioning. I mean, that's so valuable to me. There's so many career options and so much flexibility that I don't have being a physician. If you're a specialized physician, it takes you so long for you to re-specialize into a different field, and it's kind of unheard of for physicians to really do that. They really focus on one specific area, and that's it for their career. And I think that's too restricted for me. I'm somebody that likes to bounce around and go into every field and try new things, and the nursing career really promotes that, and that's what I really like. Alright, so the other reason why I think being a registered nurse is better than becoming a physician, a dentist, or a pharmacist is you have no obligations to your job. For me, I just go and do my 12-hour shift, and whatever happens that shift, if I have a bad day during that shift, yeah, it's gonna look bad for my manager and whatnot, and that's not really recommended. But at the end of the day, I'm done my 12 hours. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to answer phone calls about patients. I don't have to review orders or labs or anything and provide a second opinion on a patient, for instance. I just go to work and I'm done with it. And another reason, another aspect that's not really talked about is having your own business as a dentist, as a pharmacist, as a physician. These are definitely areas of high stress. You know, you got to make sure you pay the bills for that building you're renting, you're leasing with that business, and it just requires so much other expenses, or you have to make sure your patients come in for their regular appointments. You got to make sure that you have staff at your clinic, like front desk receptionist staff, and it's all just so much stress, added stress for no reason. And that's definitely something that I am gladly not having to do as a registered nurse. All right, so the last reason I'm going to provide for why I chose to become a registered nurse over becoming a physician, a dentist, or pharmacist, or any other career really, is that it's very social. Like, it's very teamwork dependent. On a unit, you require other nurses to help you, and a lot of the times you build good relationship with a lot of your colleagues because firstly, you need their help. Secondly, you can rely on their expertise, their opinions. Thirdly, you constantly see them in the same setting, so you get you become friends with a lot of people. And I feel like in the field of physicians, you're really segregated because you're the guy at the top of the field and you provide opinions and you go in and out of settings. You don't really return to settings and stay there for a while, and that kind of promotes segregation. You're kind of isolated. Same with pharmacists. They typically open their business after a few years and they're working on making their process of delivering medications and drugs more efficient. And as a result, you're not really interacting with a lot of different people. Whereas in the nursing field, you're constantly going onto the same unit, meeting other nurses, doing your day shift and night shift, 12 hours with them. That's a long time, guys, that you're spending with your colleagues. So you're probably going to get to know your colleagues, unlike the physician field or pharmacy field or even dentistry field. You have your own clinic, and generally you run the clinic and you don't really get to know other dentists unless you work with one or two of them in your clinic, maybe even 4 or 5. But on a typical nursing unit, you meet like 6 in one day, and then it rotates and you meet someone else, like some other group of people the next day, and it's just constantly changing. Like, people are moving to different fields, people are going to different jobs, and so you meet those positions need to be replaced, so you meet new people, and as a result you just meet more people and are able to make a lot of friendships through that. And that's something that's not really talked about, and I definitely really appreciate in the nursing field. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Like I said, I'll be uploading a video every Sunday. And let me know, what do you think? Why did you choose to become a registered nurse over becoming a physician or a dentist or a pharmacist, etc.? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks guys, take care.